just don't get it.
What's
Me either.
up, guys? Ready to catch a ride?
Get your
Yeah.
ride.
Catch a ride. Thanks for that.
I don't like this plate.
Yeah.
You don't like this?
Gary
You motion
is
sickness.
Urban
no,
X.
the sun never moves.
There's two suns actually.
There's two suns, yeah.
Well, I wasn't sure if that was actual sun or just the glare.
Sun actual.
Art.
But what I was
for
getting at is
interpretation.
if we're riding off into the sunset, if the sun doesn't set, will we ever make it?
Are we riding in reverse?
I mean, I don't know if the sun's rising or if it's setting.
Maybe.
Who's driving this car?
I mean, I'm driving the bus if we're heading down south
And it's gotta be
to the warm place.
It's gotta be one of those old like Buicks or something with the
Hey,
sofas for the front
Buick.
seat.
I
There you
had
go.
a
Buick
1988
Skylark.
I had a 1988 Oldsmobile Cutlass Sierra. I mean, I had a tank
Yeah.
as my first car.
I remember when I was little, my mom had a 1980 Cadillac. And it was literally like trying to drive a battleship.
Yeah.
Like
I don't
you
know
were
what
doing this.
I don't
a
know what
lot.
the car was, but I remember it just moving like a boat
Hey, all I know is that
when you're in the back seat with no
Oldsmobile-
seatbelt on.
all I
Mhm.
know is that Oldsmobile that I bought could run over the metal fence posts that hold up barbed wire, knocked all that shit over, scraped the paint on the front of my bumper on the side that hit it, didn't do nothing else to the car. Totaled
No.
that fence, but didn't do anything else to the car.
The way it goes.
All I know is when I
Because I
backed
had
into
a
the,
tank.
into the bank, it knocked the wall to the safe right in, and
I mean,
There you go.
nobody- yeah, that's all I know.
what I want to know though is if that's the case, why the fuck are you working where you're working, dealing with the headaches you're dealing with?
I'd like torture.
See, my theory holds.
Because if
Yeah,
your
caught on.
story was true, sir.
We're three old men, and I'm Dr. Diz, and that's Clan Diesel. And bringing up the rear is Double All Buck.
I'm in the middle, so I can't bring up the front or the rear, sir. Thank you very much.
You could have worked into bring up the Rear Admiral Double Op Buck.
He isn't that fast on his feet. He's too old.
It means
No.
two things.
A little burned out.
All right. I don't
And
want
I
to start
appreciate
off
both of them.
three old men on a sad note, but
Oh, here you go.
this
He said
just
but.
released. This just released, and it is sad. Famed manga and anime and video game artist Akira Toriyama has passed away at the age of 68. Apparently, he died on March 1st of a subdural hematoma. Hey,
We just,
cast follow Urkel.
well, it's sad
Thanks
what
for
you're
that follow.
saying, but they just, and I know it's not a real follow, but it did hit the follower goal.
It did. How about that? We hit the follow. Go yay!
Yeah,
Thanks.
but the
Thank
question
follow.
is, are you gonna leave it as the follower goal?
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll just time him out for 24 hours, and we'll see what happens.
Yep.
The follow stands. You were going to use us for nefarious purpose, but instead we have used you for nefarious purpose. Now back to sad news. Yep. Akira Toriyama, you may know him as the guy that does all the artwork for Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior here in the United States. Used to be. Now it's Dragon Quest everywhere. And also
Which means
Chrono
we'll
Trigger.
never get
Dragonfly.
Dragon Ball. ever
No,
again.
not Dragonfly. God, I wish you'd done Dragonfly. That would have been amazing.
We'll never have Dragon Ball ever again.
Dragon Tales.
Did not do the art for Dragon Tales.
Dragon Saucers.
No,
That's dino saucers. Jesus Christ. How about
Now
how
you
to
ins-
tame a,
now
how
you
about how to
insult
train a dragon?
Akira Toriyama, Dragon Ball, and Dino Saucers.
I'm just trying to lie the mood.
But like I said, he also did the artwork for my personal favorite game of all time, Chrono Trigger.
Nice.
Yep. So that sucks. I hate to start it off with a sad note, but that was just released a little bit ago on Twitter, and thought I would say that here. I would say a few of our viewers are Akira Toriyama fans. So
I
there you
mean,
go.
I would have been like a fan of, but I didn't actually like know the artists and stuff like that. So, until you told me, and now I know.
Stand by though. For all of Dragon Ball Z or all of Dragon Ball Universe to be brought up in some stream platform as a marathon.
Probably, yeah, it'll happen.
Because
That's going to take a
will be
long
doing,
time.
They will be doing that in remembrance of him.
If it's not the Dragon Ball Z Kai version of Dragon Ball Z, if they do the full on Dragon Ball Z, pack a lunch for numerous days because you're going to be there forever.
If you plan to binge watch that, you better pack a week and a half.
Yeah,
at a minimum.
Not as long as One Piece, but
No.
long,
No.
like 380 some episodes.
Fairy Tales got pretty long too.
Yeah. Well, One Piece has gotten so bad that Netflix is paying them to redo One Piece, the anime, just because there's no real starting point,
Right.
because it's like literally 1,000 episodes.
Well, I mean, even
And like
even if
10
you saw
movies.
the very first episode, what was it?
I'll
Like it was a
be honest with you.
flashback.
I've never watched One Piece.
Well, it was a flashback. It didn't even have a real starting point. I'm like, it was Yuffie or Luffy, I mean, thinking back to why he wanted to start this, but it was after he already got started on his
Dinosaurs.
adventure, and it's like,
Yeah.
we
You see the little
we
dragons
didn't
on the
just
screen?
get started.
Those are not dragons.
Those are dinosaurs.
They are dinosaurs, and that means Mystified's in chat because chat has opened the door, got on the floor, everybody's walking the dinosaur.
I thought we were just gonna start singing Dino Saucers. It's a
Wingless
very
dragons.
easy song.
I mean, you want to get DMCA to get DMCA for something good.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying it's a very easy song to remember the words to.
That's true. There's just one word. It literally is just dino saucers.
We can't get DMCA'd if you say dragon saucers.
That's true, because there's not a thing. We can make a thing, dragon saucers. It could just be like a country western version of dino saucers. Dragon saucers. There you go. Hey, that could be the I bet that's the opening for Arc 2.
No.
They bump it up and you start, instead of in like caveman, you start in like the old west.
No,
What if they did that? What if
because
they,
it's got
like,
because it's
Arc
got
2?
Vin Diesel in it. It ain't got a damn thing to do with the old west.
Maybe he's driving a very fast wagon.
What if
No.
it was Arc 2 and at the starting screen they kept it a complete secret and it's integrating with dino saucers?
Oh, there you go. I would buy that. I would play that. You're just there mining rocks and shitting in the floor, and then all of a sudden you meet the dino saucers, and then they all shit too, because it's Ark. Welcome to Ark, where everything shits.
Not
Available
everything.
this fall.
The aquatic dinos don't.
They got to poop.
They don't. They do not have them programmed to do so.
They have a special aquatic Pooper Oregon.
I live my life one shit at a time.
Exactly. Whoa. There you go. That's our marketing plan for Arc 2. Thanks, everybody.
I mean, that might help Snell Games get
At least to get off
more
the
money.
ground, right?
They might get more money.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
They
here.
can go
We're
back
here
and
all
finish
night.
Dark and Light. So
There you
with all that extra money.
In 6 months, we're going to get a patch for Dark and Light where it's like we've added shitting to the game. You can shit on the ground just by watching your environment. Yeah, the Reaper comes around. And the Reaper just shit. Realistic shitting brought to you by Unreal 5.
Oh my god.
I mean, if they're gonna make it realistic, though, it should be to the point that if you're standing underneath like a Bronto and it shits on you, it should squash you in the ground.
Sorry, we couldn't bring your aquatic dino to the game. Instead, we brought in a patch that introduces Taco Bell. Increases shitting by 75%.
It's too much detail. You're gonna see puckering and all.
I mean, they did bring a toilet to the game of Arc.
I'm crying.
Nice. Oh, nice. So Buck has almost beaten Ark Survival Ascended. This map that he's on, he's almost completed it. He's just got to kill the Overseer
and get 4 dinos.
Yep. Let's see. There's still Nightingale out there, which I really like. I do. I've come to the opinion I really like Nightingale. They've brought out the roadmap today in a tweet. You can go read that.
Did you
I don't
see
have
how
a copy of it in front of me.
The last fight for the card.
Listen, the first boss battle you do in that game, I totally cheesed. It got stuck on the side of that little thing in the middle of the room and couldn't move, and I just sat there with my little pellet crossbow. And just,
hey, I'm just saying that if they're gonna let me jump on that ledge to go get that chest, then I'm gonna set up there and I'm gonna see if this entity is gonna attack me.
Well, yeah.
The entity never once looked my direction. I'm just gonna kill it. There's no reason for me to get down there and get my ass kicked.
That's fine. Yeah, go for it. Work smarter, not harder.
I jumped down there and rezzed my follower to kill the little ones.
Say anything.
But
I had to cheese Shadow Link in Zelda.
I mean, I don't really count that as
everybody
like
cheeses Shadow Link.
Like I told chat, I don't really count that as cheesing if the game had that already built in as a platform.
Yeah, I mean, you can't beat Zelda 2 without cheesing Shadow Link.
In that regard, that's the developers not looking far enough ahead. You either don't allow us on that ledge before the fight, or you make that entity attack us while we're up there.
Yep. There's they released info about the new Terminator survival game, which comes out in September, I think.
So in that game, I don't know that much about. I saw one trailer. But
that's all they've got.
Here's my guess: is that like in Helldivers 2, we're playing against the bugs and the robots and stuff, but there is there's a DM or a GM, a game master in the background manipulating what the enemies are doing. So
which I loved.
In Terminator, the Survivor game, whatever, is it ran by an AI?
I mean, maybe it could be ran by Skynet.
Wouldn't that be scary?
That is scary.
Maybe
it very well could be ran by an AI.
Maybe it's a training simulation
for
an AI.
I mean, I ain't scared.
Could be. You know what does make you scared?
But
you know what does scare you?
because Buck will take it to the next level, and it will just make it smarter.
If I
there
play,
you go.
you're right. If I play, it'll be like, hold on, and everybody be like, contact this guy. We need him to get on the beta test for our next version. Be like, I'm not doing it. Why? Because I know what this is. I'm not advancing your AI, motherfucker.
Yep. Two things from this conversation. One, you know what is scary? Fighting Robotobots in Helldivers.
That don't scare
Except,
me because I don't play Helldivers.
well, you should. Everybody should, because we need everybody to stop
Hey,
the
I
Robotobots.
already fought and defended freedom and democracy, sir.
Oh, by the way, while you're playing, if you play with Timmy and Baker, and they both have flamethrowers, it's amazing because you just stand back and watch them set each other on fire.
it was good. It was good.
Hey, I'm just saying, I real life freedom and democracy fought.
But lasers help with the Robotobots. Second thing, speaking of betas, the closed beta for Buck's favorite game, World of Warcraft Cataclysm Classic, went live today.
You see those? See those? That game does not exist in my mind. So I will not be participating, and I denied their email when they sent it to me.
So it is there. You can go to their website and sign up for it. But it is there. So a couple months away, I would say. And I'd say summer probably.
In fact,
June.
when I denied it, I got a response back from their dev team. It said, you never turned down a beta test. I was like, this should not be a fucking classic version of a game. And I do not want to participate in this test.
This is abomination.
Yeah.
And they said, well, some of us do agree with your assessment of this, but it is going to happen. I said, I understand, and I refuse to be a part of this.
Hey,
and he said, I agree, and I understand.
You can play the superior version of Classic right now. If you don't want to play Cataclysm Classic, you can play Season of Discovery in Warcraft Classic, and it's amazing. So you can do that. It is a superior version of World of Warcraft.
If I had time to play any Warcraft, that's what I would play.
Yeah,
I had Hardly send me something, and I hadn't talked to y'all since she sent this to me, but I was gonna send this to y'all and let y'all see this.
All right.
And if Diz wants to, he can throw it up onto the monitor. It's up to him. But this is what is coming out soon to Arc. And it is made by a mod creator that is very good at making mods for this game.
Roll that beautiful mod footage.
Hang on, I gotta put it into
And
Edge,
I feel
that's
like
what I use to put the videos up.
I feel like you and Diz may even attempt to try to play this with me, Clan, if we can get this as multiplayer.
Ads.
All
Hang
right.
on.
I'm intrigued.
Because I mean, this is Arc, but this isn't the Arc that you two are used to.
Don't worry, chat. They're still pooping.
Well, yeah, but there's something new added that just hold on to your butts.
Can I build a Megazord?
No, this is called primitive for a reason.
Oh my god. Too loud.
That's a little loud.
That was
Still too loud.
that was loud.
Burb.
There's a bridge.
Burb. Saw a burb.
There was a burb. Lizard burb.
Ooh. Goblin.
These are not in Arc.
I was gonna say goblins are not in Arc.
Chugabos. Look like Chugabos.
Did somebody decide to build the Valheim mod in Arc instead of Valheim?
They decided to kind of turn this into an RPG of sorts.
Yeah, so it's the Valheim mod except in Ark.
So not only when I get access to this will I get to play my favorite survival game anyways, but I'll get to play a new style of it.
What are you going to do if a brontosaurus comes walking through your town? Recipes.
Look at the new farming.
I've got a new recipe.
The author of this released this like 3 days ago. The trailer for this.
Very interesting.
So is that inside Ark, or is that an Ark inside of Ark 2? Okay.
That's a mod for Ark Survival Ascended.
You got to buy new Ark.
New.
I mean, it looks cool. Looks good.
When she sent it to me, I watched it, and then I sent her a message that said, I need more input. She said, that's all I have. I said, well, how dare you?
He's Johnny Five in it.
No
Input.
release.
Input.
No release date. no nothing. That's all you got? She's like, I'm sorry. I was like, this does not go well. I need more.
That's all we got. Sorry.
Because Ark's always had a primitive plus side where it's been you never get to tech gear. It's always been more towards different crop variants, different building stuff. You're always mainly in stone and like you don't really get any higher than maybe a crossbow on your skill trees of weaponry, but he's revamped it to where you're getting brand new weapons and tools and adding NPCs and enemy factions and all kinds of mess. And
I mean, definitely looks cool. I'm wondering if there's going to be a quest system, something to kind of help you go through. Because, like I said, that's my biggest problem with Ark is there's nothing to tell me what I need to do next.
Right.
So it's not. That's the biggest barrier to entry to Ark is it's not new person friendly.
Well, if you don't know what to do next, you could always shit your pants.
That's true. You can't. Well, you're going to do that anyway.
You could always ask me.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, if someone didn't have a buck to ask and they just went on there and were like, it's a building game where I get to ride on dinosaurs, frig yeah, and they bought it. There's nothing to really tell them what to do once they get there. Or once they do the obvious thing of like, building a house and chopping down trees, collecting rocks.
I mean, in my stream, I have shown that some of the dossiers and notes tell, what the dinos do, why you would want to tame them. Like they, give a description. But there's also notes that tell what the obelisks are for. That that the bosses exist. They just don't tell you what the bosses are capable of giving you. That's
Yeah.
something you got to kind of know.
Yeah.
Does it tell you
But
who the boss is? Who's the boss?
They do. In fact, it's Tony Danza. Yeah, Tony
actually,
Danza is
in
actually the
Ark,
boss.
it's Rockwell.
Hey, yo, dinosaur, what's up? You come over here and let me, Angela, ride you.
I don't remember a lot about that show.
I just remember
Now-
the lady's name was Angela. She had a mother that is the voice of the Model T lady in Cars. And then she had a son, and Tony Danza's character had a daughter that was Alyssa Milano. And if you're a child of the
I remember
80s,
that.
you know who that is. I remember
She made it big on Charmed.
she did make it big on Charm, but her ass starred in Dragon shit, Double Dragon.
Her ass.
Yeah, her ass starred in Double Dragon. The most famous scene of that movie.
I mean, that is true. Even though we still haven't finished watching that.
Hey,
That's
we can
true,
do it
we
at any
haven't.
time.
I got
Yep.
sick, didn't I? After
You
watching
did.
the first part of it.
He got sick looking at her ass. I don't know what his deal is.
That's weird. There wasn't enough pain. His body didn't know how to handle it.
I mean, I think he got sick after he saw what happened to a Bobo. But I mean, that is what it is.
Maybe. When he was chasing the Lee brothers, and home.
She did send me another video, and it's of 7 Days to Die has a new mod out that is trying to follow the movie I Am Legend.
So you're Will Smith fighting vampires?
With a dog.
And I don't know if I want to try that one or not, because does that mean I'm not going to ever see them during the daytime, and then at nighttime I'm just going to get obliterated?
Yep.
Because
Or not.
It's 7 Days to Die horde mode all the time. What if in 7 days you only had 1 day to die? And it repeated every day.
Hey, I know some people that actually make it to where they have a horde night every night. I was like, you're insane and lost your mind.
That would be Diz. That's how he would play, because it's painful.
Because, well, the problem is that you don't ever have enough time to get the resources regathered to fight one every night.
Listen, I've played 7 days, and I'm lucky to make it. I can't even make it to the 7th day to have the horde.
I mean, you and Diz spawned it on my world at nighttime, and I had to come find you in the middle of the dark with feral zombies running around. And y'all were both as dark as the night, and I almost couldn't see you.
That's true. Very true. Hey, Buck, you like survival games and or MMOs. Have you heard about this new survival game / MMO called Myth of Empires? Because I can't quite wrap my head around it.
That one's a weird one, right?
I have heard of it.
You're like historically Asian. It's like set in like China or Japan in like feudal era. And like there's public servers you can play on, or you can get a private server to play on, and you can play against different. You can make a guild, and you can fight against the other guilds. You mine for resources and stuff, and build stuff in your town or your whatever. Like I don't understand the game.
I don't understand the screen. I've scrolled
I don't know.
down. It's like there's no video, nothing here.
Yeah.
Here's some news. Here's just a
Mhm.
screen that says embark upon a thrilling journey, but there's no
Well, I
imagery.
mean, hang on.
Listen, when the game first opened in 1.0, there was stuff, menus in the game that were still in Chinese.
There's you the official trailer disc.
Um,
On that.
so I don't know. Like I've watched a couple people stream it because I'm always curious. I like building things.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
going
I
and
think
chopping wood and shit.
the
But like I
the
don't
way
understand the
this
concept. And I was like, well, Buck may be able to explain it to me
the way
better.
I've looked at it, it seems more like this is like you're trying to be more of a survival in like feudal Japan, but they crossed it with like dynasty warriors.
Yeah, like your guild can go fight other guilds, and like you can go fight other people, and there's NPCs that will fight you and stuff.
Yeah.
But like,
Because I mean, right here's the official trailer for it, but at the same time,
like
the-
this looks way okay. This is not in-game footage. I
no,
was gonna say that looks way better than anything I've seen in the game.
Right.
Yeah, you can trank and tame rhinoceroses and elephants and horses. You breed horses and animals and stuff to make them better. You farm and you build stuff, and I guess you get like little NPCs to work things for you too.
Yeah, you should be able to get like
Yeah,
the serfs of the land to be able to.
yeah. You can
harvest
get pals in this game, except they're humans.
But see, right here is why it says kind of like Dynasty Warriors, the way they're fighting.
Yep. None of this has showed in-game footage yet.
Well, that's because this is just their official announcement trailer for
Yep.
1.0.
Yeah. Anyway, I didn't know if you'd heard about it or not. I wanted to get your take on it because, like, you know a lot about survival games and stuff. Like I said, I've watched it. I can't wrap my head around it. Like, I don't know. I haven't seen anything that makes me go, "Wow, this is some stuff."
Innovative.
Right, but the people that are playing it are like hardcore into it.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot of them, and then the ones that I've seen, I don't understand. We need ducks. Well, I'm sure there are ducks in there, maybe, but you would eat them probably. So there is that. If there are ducks, you eat the ducks.
You saying that we need a Howard the Duck survival game?
Yes. Yes. As long as what's her name is in it.
Yeah, good old what's her name?
Yeah, Leah Thompson, chat, is her name.
Oh, I would have never guessed.
But it needs to be like 1986 Leah Thompson. I'm saying that Leah Thompson's not hot now. She is a very attractive lady. But I'm just saying there's a scene in Howard the Duck where she's very attractive. But I think that's where furries were born.
Where they were born, huh?
Yeah, I think that's where furries came from. That and Thundercats. I think that's what happened. But yeah, there's
Yeah,
that.
I just don't know if I would really want to be playing that one.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Just, I mean, yeah, it's
There she is.
Is that the picture that you're
PvE.
talking about?
Yeah.
It's
That's it.
PvE and PvP, but mean,
There's some PVE going on with her hair there.
Yes, her hair is definitely fighting the other parts of her hair for dominance. Do you know how much ozone that hair killed?
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There you go.
Yeah, don't light a match. There it is. There it is. A lot less Aquanet in that scene
I mean,
than in the previous picture.
that was a Marvel movie.
It was. And a George Lucas movie.
Have you guys watched any of the new What Ifs?
No.
Just season 2. If you haven't seen it. There's a I haven't watched all of them, but there's an episode where Howard the Duck is very prominent throughout the entire episode.
Well, give me a Howard the Duck movie. Although I don't know about the Howard the Duck that was in Guardians of the Galaxy. Like he was there, but I like the Howard the Duck out of the 80s movie a lot.
Well,
that's my Howard.
They were using the Howard from the comics, though.
Hashtag not my Howard.
in the Guardians movie.
That's true. That's true. They didn't own Lucas yet, did they?
No, not when they had him.
See, now Disney owns both versions of Howard the Duck.
Disney would have to make a Howard the Duck movie.
And they can pull from either one of them now.
I want a sequel to this movie. I want to see what's Howard the Duck up to that's been on Earth since like 80 something now in 2024. What is he doing? Is he still with Leah Thompson's character? Like, how'd that all work out? Billsy, is he still their manager? Did they ever make it big in the music world?
How old does he look now?
Here's what the music world looked like in the 80s.
Yeah.
I mean,
you know what's weird?
What is the person in the back? What are they playing? What is that?
I don't know, but you know what's bad? I can hear this picture. I totally can hear this picture. Because this is at the end of the movie when they're playing the Howard the Duck song.
Yeah.
They call him Howard the Duck. Yeah. Now I want to watch Howard the Duck.
He works at LMU, apparently.
Yeah, well, we do have a Howard.Duck account. Yes, there is an account for Howard the Duck.
So he works in the basement. Y'all just ain't found him yet.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he's over the music department.
So he's been at LMU this whole time, secretly preventing us from being assaulted from creatures from other worlds.
From space scorpions.
Well, I mean, it wasn't just from his world that he helped fight beings.
No, I was talking about there at the end where they pull in the space scorpion and it goes in that guy's body.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. In the comic, he didn't just fight those. That's what I'm getting at. Like, he's been at LMU fighting all kinds of stuff.
I never read a Howard the Duck comic. I don't know. My kids can't watch Howard the Duck. By the time I get in bed with the duck, they're like, "Turn it off, Mom. If you're in bed with a duck, it's just pretty much a deal breaker." But I mean, I can understand that. However, me not being a child of Leah Thompson, I'm fine with watching that.
Who played Howard the Duck? Like,
who is the voice of Howard the Duck?
No, not the voice.
Oh, in the suit?
Yeah.
I figured maybe it was the guy from Willow.
You think Warwick Davis? I did not believe so.
I'm just saying.
I'm pretty sure that's not in his accolades.
I am not trying to be verticalist or anything.
No, I'm just saying I don't believe that's in his accolades.
the casting pool for that role slim. So I don't know who actually physically was in the Howard the Duck suit in that movie. But they did a good job. Kudos to them. I hope they had many more roles.
I gotta stop going through these pictures. I'm gonna end up with some picture that I can't unsee here in a minute.
That's true. Yep. 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 You need to just let it go.
Ed Gale was the one that wore Howard the Duck.
There you go. You heard it here, folks. Ed Gale was inside Howard the Duck. Do with that information what you will.
He was also in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Was he stationed?
The 90s revamp of Land of the Lost. And he was also in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
I'm having trouble placing it. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
you two talk amongst yourselves.
Familiar.
I gotta figure out what gibberish is going on about.
Wonder if that Myth of Empires plays like Black Desert.
Gale was the actor in the suit throughout the film of Howard. He played Chucky in Child's Play. So he was the one running around as the doll. Let's see.
I've returned. What you fellas been talking about?
He also played Chucky in Child's Play.
Nice.
Right.
You know the guy that did the voice of Chucky? Also played the human Chucky, and he was also in Star Trek Voyager as a killer. How about that?
How about that?
How about that? So what else we got going on? But Diz, you've been playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
A little bit.
I've yet to start remake.
Yep, I've I enjoyed the card game, Queen's Blood.
Yeah, Queen's Blood.
Fun. I wish it was a little more, I don't know, detailed, a little bigger. It kind of limited it down. So I feel like it will. I feel like they'll make the boards bigger at some point, but I don't know. Right now they're small boards, and but I enjoy it so far. But what I've noticed is that it's more like it's just, reading me a story than me playing the game.
Yeah.
I don't know. But the combat is fun when you get to play it.
Yeah.
But at least the first part of the game is heavy on the flashbacks and story and all that stuff. So
Yeah, when I was doing the Nibelheim mission in the demo, it was a lot of walk for a little while, and then you get like a little, a long cut scene, and then you walk for a little bit longer, and then you'd be in another cut scene
yeah,
and stuff. Yeah.
I
The
did
only good
like
part,
playing as Sephiroth. So
yeah, that was neat.
that was
Getting to
fun.
play as Sephiroth. Yeah. The good part is if you play that part in the demo, you don't have to play it again in the real game. You can just skip over the Nibelheim mission.
You also get some perks. You don't even have to beat uh, the demo
Hmm.
as long as you have a save
Yep.
from
Which I
the
do.
demo. Which I didn't bother with it. I looked up the 2 items and I was like, I don't really need them. So, but I did get an item for um, beating the Yuffie mission and something for beating the remake. So
Nice.
I think one of those gave me like a summon materia.
Yeah, I think you do get a summon materia. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Although I
Definitely
think
wanted that one.
in Rebirth they pronounce Kate Sith's name wrong.
Well, I haven't got to that part yet.
Because no, I always called him Kate Sith. Because that's what it looks like. Apparently, that's not how you pronounce that. Apparently, the name is Scottish. And it's supposed to be pronounced Kate She. And it's some kind of ancient Scottish god or something like that. Celtic god or whatever. But there you go. But apparently, in Rebirth, they just call him Kate Sith. As
Yeah.
everybody has since
It's
the beginning
weird.
of time.
It's weird that you say that because I always thought it was pronounced Cecil.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to mention tonight that I'm leaving Nerdacopia Network effective immediately. Because this place went straight to hell. His name is Cecil, not
Can you
Cecil.
give Titus your letter of resignation on your way out the door, please?
Well, I would, but I don't know anybody named Titus. I know a guy named Titus. Damn. Damn.
At some point, they're gonna remake 4. Are they gonna go with Cecil or are they gonna go with Cecil? I don't know.
They'll probably go with Cecil. Although it would be nice if they put in a thing where you could change it.
That would be funny. Yeah.
Yes, that would be great. Like I will voice the line for free. Just every time, whenever somebody says his name, you just change it to my voice and say Cecil.
I was
Rose are
telling
there. Oh, I love you, Cecil.
I was telling Clan Diesel that I was in the part of Rebirth where I think the next place you go is a place that I don't want to go to because I know I'm going to be disappointed.
Yeah,
And
we were talking about this.
next place I'm going to go to is Chocobo Billy's farm. Is where I think we're going to go. And we always thought that should have been voiced by a very famous comedian.
Yep.
That somebody might have did an impression of on Super Retro Game Show at one point.
That was one of the best things we ever did.
Known by the name of Tater Salad, I think.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah, Ron White himself. So.
Yep. It was amazing. If
That's who
go
we
to
want
NerdTube
to be Chocobo Billy.
Watch that episode. It is amazing. Not tooting my own horn, but it's good.
Had me in tears.
Oh, it was good. Yep. I think they definitely should have got Ron White to voice Chocobilly in Rebirth. That would have been perfect.
That's why I can't. I'm not as motivated to go back and play the game right now. I gotta like push through that part. So
Here's the problem I have right now, and this is just a me problem because I really want to play Final Fantasy VII remake and go into Rebirth stuff. I really do. A lot of people have been saying that Rebirth is probably the best that Final Fantasy has been in a long, long time. It beats out. They say it beats out 15 and 16, hands
it
down.
does. Yeah. If they
Kind of
would have put
returns
the
it to what it
combat,
used to be.
if they'd have took the combat out of these games and put it into 16,
Well,
it
it's
would
not
have been
just that.
amazing.
They've been talking about the way the party talks with each other
Yeah.
and stuff. Is more, it's more lighthearted. There's serious moments and there's moments where they joke around with each other and stuff, kind of like they used to do in the other Final Fantasies from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot of that in like 6. There was a lot of joking around with other party members and stuff at times. So I really want to get into it, but my time is being co-opted. Because I'm having just a shit ton of fun playing Helldivers. I did not think I would like this game this much, but it is a blast. The only thing is, I don't want to play by myself.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
But like when we get in there and play, I have more fun than I've had in a long, long time out of any video game at all. It is just stupid fun. I mean, literally, it is stupid fun. So yes, that's my problem. Every time I'm like, I'm thinking, well, maybe I can start streaming Final Fantasy because I want to play it on stream. So I'm kind of holding it. And it's like, but so and so's on Helldivers. Maybe I'll join them from Helldivers, and then the next thing I know, it's like 4 hours later.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I may just have to just start streaming Helldivers and stream Final Fantasy where I can. There's another game though that's came out that I really want to play. I played the beta for it during Steam Next Fest late last year. It's called the Thaumaturge. Well, the Thaumaturge, however you want to say it.
Saw advertisements for that.
Yep. You play as this guy who can see basically creatures or demons, and if he fights them, if he wins, he can take possession of them basically, and then they help him like solve mysteries and stuff. So it's set in like early 20th century Russia before like World War One.
Oh, I thought
You
this was
meet
the sequel to The Sixth Sense.
no, uh, but you meet Rasputin, and Rasputin helps you on stuff, and you solve these cases and stuff. But like what happened, the part I played is like you're trying to figure out what happened to this guy, this village elder that got murdered. Nobody knows what happened, but the town thinks that his spirit is back and plaguing the town. So you got to kind of solve it and stuff, and it ends up with a battle. Um, and your character that you're playing is like sick and dying, and he knows it. Because he lost the spirit that was with him. So it was. I really enjoyed it in the beta that I played.
The sequel to The Sixth Sense. He lost Bruce Willis.
There you go.
Now he's upset about it.
I see dead people. Yep. But
Also demons.
Yeah. Yep. So eventually I will get that. No time soon probably, but I will eventually get that. And it's another game that's only like $30. So score another one. $30. I also saw a tweet that next week the Steam Spring Sale happens starting Thursday. Next Thursday.
God.
So prepare thine wallets for that.
Good thing I'll be busy on Thursday prepping D&D. Won't have time to look.
Well, it'll be more than just Thursday, so
Nope. I got prep. Ain't got time to look. I saved my wallet.
so that's something to look forward to.
When's this Deadpool movie supposed to come out?
I think in the summer.
Coming this summer.
Now, in a few weeks, a movie comes out that I'm very much looking forward to. Is Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. I think it comes out the 24th. I'm looking forward to that one. And then there's another thing that was supposed to happen this month, but has now been pushed to April. And that is the closed beta test number 3 for Once Human.
Yep, Once Human.
Yep, they have moved it to April because it was originally March 20 something, and now I think it's April, either April 1st or April the 11th. Looking forward to it as well.
Gonna have to try to get that submachine gun again.
Ghostbusters is on the 22nd.
No, there you go. Hey, I finally got the submachine gun.
I offered to build you one. You said no, I'll find one.
Well, the only problem
out,
is if you build it for me, I can't repair it.
Apparently coming out on the 27th is Hate to Love Nickelback.
A new song by Nickelback?
No, it says it's
a movie by Nickelback?
It says it's music. I don't know if that is album or if it's a movie or
I don't know. I gotta bring Jibbers in. You guys sit here for a second and discuss Nickelback.
You know what? I would like to see.
You can also say Creed.
You know what? I would love to see a sequel to True Lies.
That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
No, they even tried to make a True Lies TV show here lately, and that went over like a lead balloon. Like, there should have been a sequel to True Lies, but it should have been like 3 years after True Lies. They should have made like Truer Lies.
What's the problem? They can't get Tom Arnold?
Nah, I'm pretty sure Tom Arnold's available.
Garfield movie? Bad Boys 4. I have never watched a Bad Boys movie. I've never watched one.
I don't know why they want to make another one. I'm pretty sure. Let me just check and make sure.
I'm back. Stop talking about me.
Ooh, A Quiet Place Day 1. And I don't like scary movies, right? But A Quiet Place isn't really a scary movie. More like a jump scare movie.
Full of
I'm
metaphors.
Still not crazy about it, but for some reason I'm drawn to those movies. I don't know.
They hopefully the last one that's coming out will be the last one, considering the title.
Is it called The Last Quiet One?
No, he was talking about Bad Boys before he mentioned that one.
Oh yeah. The
The
movie that
fourth one's
was
called
on
Ride or Die.
and then canceled and then on again.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna say why it was canceled because that'd be a slap in the face.
Oh shit. Despicable Me 4
I mean
in
that
July.
that's fair.
I do
Except
like
he
the
didn't slap
Despicable
him in
Me.
the face. You probably should have.
We
I
have
like Despicable Me 3 because it had an 80s soundtrack.
I like all
Also,
of
I will
the,
say this. I think DreamWorks for the last few years, DreamWorks movies have been better than Disney movies.
Did y'all see the movie Pixels?
Mm-hmm.
yes.
I enjoyed that movie.
I did too. It was an
The
Adam
music,
Sandler movie.
the music in that movie was amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We've got
I like Adam
Deadpool
Sandler
Wolverine.
movies.
It says July 26th.
Well, there you
The
go.
the best part to me of that movie was when the Marines were standing there with those guns as the centipede came down.
Oh
And
yeah.
they're like getting their ass kicked.
Yep.
Adam runs over, grabs the gun, and he's like, "Just follow what I do." And then the song everyone's watching starts playing. I'm like, "Oh, he's about to fucking show Marines that they don't even know how to fucking shoot." Like this is gonna be epic.
There's going to be a sequel to Beetlejuice.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
With Winona Ryder, Michael Keaton, and Jenna Ortega. And Jenna Ortega plays what's her name's daughter? Winona Ryder's daughter.
Mm. I'm interested.
Me too. Me too. I really like Beetlejuice.
Oh, somebody else likes Beetlejuice.
You only gotta
I
say
know,
it one more
I know
time.
somebody else that does too. That's right.
I do.
I didn't.
I do
I
too.
didn't say. I
They're
didn't
on the
say
other
the
side
word.
of this wall.
I didn't say the word.
I like Michael Keaton.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good actor.
Gladiator 2?
Yep.
Let's be like straight to DVD. Not Russell Crowe.
No, not Russell Crowe.
I mean, he died in that one.
That don't mean nothing.
It'd be kind of hard for him to play in the second one.
It's fine. Oh, cool. You 3D printed a lion.
Yeah. Pretty good. It just
Yep.
took me three tries.
Hey, you got to get the kinks out, man.
I remember those things. You can buy those at Walmart. You can buy a bunch of them in
I think
a
it was
package.
hitting right here where the tail was and going crazy.
Is that they're way small?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Come in a bucket.
Yeah. Well, no, the little plastic bag one.
Oh yeah.
The end is like one of those.
The lion's about a fourth of that size.
Mm-hmm.
What he
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah.
I was gonna say for the most part, he didn't have it muted. So right now.
That's true. Now it's all private chat. We can't hear what they're saying. That's because
Now they're talking about brown chicken, brown cow.
they are. They're
He
definitely
doesn't want us
it's
to
talking
hear it.
about. Hey, I just cleaned the whips and chains.
And
Are
the
we
ball
still
game.
going? Are we still using those tonight, or is that like off? Because I know you like pain, and I like giving it to you. So, are we still doing this,
And
or
his
do you
ex
need to
gonna
hold
give it to
off,
you.
or do we need to hold off because tonight was enchilada night and you just may not feel like it?
I mean, at least it wasn't Taco Bell night.
That's true. That's true.
Then
Diz
it's
don't do
just an all-out no-go.
Diz don't do Taco Bell.
I was talking about for her.
That's true. Either way.
I mean, I'll do some Taco Bell if I'm going to be playing Ark.
Yeah. that I'm talking about, then you're pooping too.
You don't have to get into character to play the game.
No,
You
you
don't have
sit
to
there.
method act.
I believe in EA
Yeah.
Sports.
It's in the game.
It's in your pants if you're doing that.
That's if you're not careful.
If it's in your pants.
I mean,
it's in
I
the
don't
game.
have that problem when I eat Taco Bell.
Me either.
See, with my issues from all of my injuries and stuff, I just have issues. I've done told y'all what happens on both sides of the equation, so Taco Bell doesn't cause problems.
That's true, Chad. He's got more issues than a magazine rack. And if you know what a magazine rack is, then you're old enough to qualify for tonight's sponsor, AARP.
He's got more issues than TV Guide.
Ooh. I don't know if I'm that far along.
More
TV
issues
Guide's
than
got a
Reader's
lot of
Digest.
Ooh, I definitely ain't that far along.
Hmm.
And I definitely don't have more issues than Playboy.
There's issues inside of those issues.
That's
know.
true.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have that many issues.
Sometimes those issues contain daddy issues.
I mean, sometimes they contain mommy issues.
But I digress.
Sometimes I don't even get a chance to undress.
Moana 2?
Yep,
Yes.
Moana. But
Yes.
the person that does the voice for Moana will not be in the movie. She has
No.
given up the role of Moana.
The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim? Is that the thing?
Yeah. Yep. I mean, Amazon can't quite squeeze enough money out of that franchise.
Oh, they're also on the same day in December, apparently, of this year. The Karate Kid sequel.
They are working on that, but it's going to bridge the two Karate Kid movies together. The one with Jaden Smith and what's his name?
Ralph Macchio.
No, well, it does bring Ralph Macchio's Karate Kid into it, but it also brings the one from it's got Jaden Smith and
Jackie Chan?
Jackie Chan. Thank you. In it,
Oh.
they're going to bridge those together so that it's one universe.
What was the
Mr.
actor?
Miyagi will not
was-
be there.
Yeah,
he
what
will
was
not
the
be there.
actor for Mr. Miyagi? What was his name?
Pat Morita.
Yeah, it was like Pat. I couldn't remember the last name.
Yeah, he
Yep.
will definitely not be involved. I
Hmm.
mean, they'll probably show like memories.
Probably.
Also, we're supposed to get a Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I really enjoyed Sonic the Hedgehog, and I did not enjoy Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Same.
I feel like they tried to do too
they
much.
redeemed. They did. It was way too much.
Yeah. The problem with Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is they focused too much on Sonic and Tails and Knuckles. And the beauty of Sonic 1 was Sonic and the guy, Cyclops. Because that is the guy. He's Cyclops from the original X-Men movies.
Yes.
And that because it became the movie was about Sonic the Hedgehog, but it became like a buddy cop movie, and it was amazing.
Was.
So I'm like you.
If they would have just focused in on the trio, and they'd had Knuckles as the bad guy in that.
Well, he
one.
can't be the bad guy all the time.
No, just in the second movie, and then they could have resolved that in the end of the second movie and reintroduced the actual bad guy as they joined forces. That would have been an okay movie. But
Hey,
instead,
Jim Carrey.
They introduced the conflict, and then they resolved it, and then they introduced another conflict.
New
and
conflict.
Then they resolved it. It was too much. It was.
Yeah. Jim Carrey's coming out of retirement to play Dr. Robotnik. Because he had said that he was retiring from acting, and then he came out and said, no, I'm going to come back and be Dr. Robotnik in the third Sonic. So I'm glad of that because he is very good and is like my Jim Carrey when he's Dr. Robotnik. But here's my thing. My favorite Jim Carrey movie is The Mask.
I'm going to have to go back and watch that movie because you keep saying that. And
Yeah.
I watched it, but I don't remember a lot. I remember
And
him and what's her name's in it? Girl from Something About Mary. I
Yes.
can't even think of her name.
Yes. I can't think of her name either. Hold on.
When
Well, from 1994.
is it
Cameron
Gwyneth
Diaz.
Paltrow? Cameron Diaz.
Oh,
Okay.
Cameron Diaz.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, Misty, you hate that movie because it's dumb fun and you don't like movies that are dumb fun.
Oh, there's
Which
this
I don't know
girl.
how you survived the 80s and 90s if you don't like dumb fun movies.
There's this girl on TikTok that looks just like Jim Carrey and sounds like him.
Dang.
Yeah.
Maybe it's his daughter.
It's not.
Well,
But
missed opportunity.
it's pretty
You
fun.
enjoy books. Well, Jim Carrey's not in any books. To be fair, though, Jim Carrey enjoys books too. I mean, I like some books.
Or he could be in every book you read.
That's true.
There.
Using your imagination. Thank you,
my
LeVar Burton,
mother
for teaching us
would,
about that.
My mother
Butterfly in
would
the sky.
fall in the same category as Mystified.
She didn't like stupid fun, but she's
no. She said the only time that Jim Carrey ever played a good role was in the Grinch movie because she didn't have to see his stupid fucking face. That was her exact words.
God.
Damn.
And I was like,
harsh.
You don't see it in Mask when he puts the mask on. She said, I don't have to see it at all in the Grinch. He never once takes that makeup off. I was like,
That's true. It took him 8 hours every day to put that makeup on. So why was your mom racist against Canadians?
Had nothing to do with that. She thought he was just stupid.
I like Jim Carrey.
She was allergic to stupid.
Maybe. Could happen.
I mean,
could happen.
I've seen that. She was also a school teacher, so I'd believe that she was probably allergic to stupid.
I really like Jim Carrey. I am a fan. Like I said, though my favorite is The Mask, followed by Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. I wasn't a big fan. One. Wasn't a big fan.
You're okay with Finkel as Einhorn.
Yep. Laces out. Yeah. Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel's Einhorn. Einhorn's Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. Ugh. He grabs that plunger and puts it on his face. He's like, which is a weird motion to show.
He kissed her.
He did. Well, what's funny is there at the end when he exposes who she really is, everybody starts throwing up, even the dolphin.
which that part's disturbing.
Exactly, because she kissed the dolphin.
Bumblebee tuna.
I feel like there's other underlining concerns with that dolphin.
Bumblebee tuna. Yeah. Not as big a fan of Dumb and Dumber as most people are. And Son of the Mask, we won't even talk about. Also, like the cartoon that ran on CBS Saturday mornings, The Mask.
That cartoon is better than the movie you're referring to.
I don't know about that. The cartoon is good, though. I did enjoy it.
No. I'm talking about M.A.S.K. Not
The Mask. You're talking about the cartoon Mask.
That cartoon is better than the cartoon and the movie you're referring to.
I don't know. I really like that Mask movie.
I had to think about it for a second, though, chat.
Did you, as you said, you don't like stupid movie stuff. Did you watch like Police Academy or Naked Gun? Or Airplane? Repossessed. Spaceballs. Spaceballs. Robin Hood, Men in Tights.
Oh my gosh. That's such a good movie.
That is those two movies are excellent.
Monty
I've
Python
watched
and the
them,
Holy
not
Grail.
my choice. Yeah, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Listen,
any Monty Python movie, but that's the
listen.
most
We know if you
memorable.
lived in a house that had TBS, you watched Spaceballs and Robin Hood Men in Tights and Police Academy at some point.
What about Blazing Saddles?
All Blazing Saddles is very good, but Spaceballs and I don't know which one's my favorite, Spaceballs or Robin Hood Men in Tights. I love them both very
Men in
much.
Tights,
I
Spaceballs.
need you to comb the desert.
To me, the comedy in Spaceballs doesn't hold up, but the comedy for Men in Tights seems to still make me laugh.
I could watch both those movies on a loop forever and never tire of it. Master Robin, back from the Crusades. You lost your arms. She grew a nice set of boobs, though. He's groping a statue because he's blind, chat. His name is Blinken. Watch the movie.
Hey, Blinken.
Blinken turns a column into a toothpick.
Yeah.
Said, hey, Blinken.
Abe Lincoln. Hey,
sure
Abbott. I hate that guy.
I'm pretty sure Abe Lincoln wasn't even a twinkle or a thought at that point in time.
I hope I never have to again. See, Misty, that's the problem with kids these days. They don't appreciate the classics.
Ooh, I did think of something that we could do.
What?
On here?
Rate the dumb movies, and then she doesn't show up for the episode.
Not so much
We need
rate
the views.
dumb movies, but
no, I'm talking about from her opinion. She's like, I hate stupid dumb movies. So if we do that, she won't be here.
We need a bucket list of like different movie genre
Things to watch before you die.
What is our top comedy movies? What is our
Where does Cocoon go on this list? Because it's got Wilford Brimley in it. The thing is, he plays an old man. Wilford Brimley, when he was filming Cocoon, was 35 years old. But he looked 75.
Oh.
But in the first Cocoon, he was literally 35 years old.
I feel 75.
Oh, same.
Sometimes my body.
Hey, if you don't like stupid movies and stuff, then how do you stand watching us? Because we're just like a long-running weekly stupid movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I thought you meant here. I thought you meant at work. I was like, she gets paid to do that at work.
That's true. She does get paid to do it at work. Here, though, she does not get paid.
That's true.
It's completely voluntary. You try to focus on the positive.
Do we have positive?
I don't know. So what about batteries not included? You ever watch that movie?
I watched that movie.
I know. I bet I know a movie. Weird Science is good. I bet I know a movie she likes. Fried Green Tomatoes.
Steel Magnolias.
Because I don't know a lady that doesn't like fried green tomatoes. Also, I like the movie Fried Green Tomatoes. I thought it was a good movie.
Well, you got to add Steel Magnolias with fried green tomatoes. They kind of go together.
True. All right. Get your list ready.
What about The Blind Side?
I mean, we're not.
Here's the thing.
Right now.
It's based on.
I know that, but Secret, you know why Diz does this, don't you? Because he loves spreadsheets, and this gives him an excuse to make a spreadsheet.
Yeah, but he cheats every time he does one.
I mean, maybe everybody remembers the great Little Debbie fiasco of 2023. Never Ending Story. Which one? Never Ending Story 1, 2, or 3? Also, the best use of Never Ending Story is the season finale of season 3 of
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things, which I'm saying is the best episode of the whole show. I love that show, but that just like hit me right in the feels.
I mean, that whole season, you got them jamming out on the other side with heavy metal. You got freaking the Never Ending Story song. I mean, you got all kinds of shit going down in that season.
That's true. Well, of course you watched them as a kid. You know why? Because I bet you had TBS.
Just like you got to watch all the Star Wars
That's true.
every
You
Christmas.
did. Yeah, every Christmas, yeah. It's 24 hours worth of Star Wars on TBS. The fun begins at 8:05 a.m. Christmas Day. Because everything was a 5 on TBS. The only channel where everything was a 5.
Right?
Everybody else was like, we're starting at 8 o'clock, not TBS. No, they're different. They're in Georgia. They start everything at the 5. 8:05, 8:35, whatever. Nothing started at the O's.
It
You
took
did
them
not
5
watch
minutes
Star
to get everything
Wars?
ready.
That's yeah, there you go. You had to admit that one. Okay. Have you never watched the Star Wars?
Wow.
Have you seen any Star Wars movie? I mean, you
How
got
did
kids.
How did
Surely
you
they
miss
watched
4,
it and you
5,
had to
and
watch it with
6
them.
growing up?
You watched one movie and it was last year. Oh my God.
How did you miss? How do you miss 4, 5, and 6 growing up with TBS?
This is my part. This song saved the world in the 80s, Chad. You just don't know.
Well, this episode will not be aired after tonight.
Are you kidding? That's the clip from this episode.
That's all we can play.
That's true. Anything else, and we're going to copyright jail. Excuse me, Nerdacopia Network. We understand that you were playing part of the never-ending story. This is forbidden.
But it was from Stranger Things. We do not care.
Listen, I went to the theater after working like a week in the butt crack of Kentucky to watch episode 3 of Star Wars, and I had to sit in the floor. The theater was so full. But I did, and I watched it.
Episode 3.
I remember
And
going to
6?
watch.
No 3.
I remember going to watch
You watched
episode
Revenge of
1.
the Sith in the floor?
Mm-hmm. The floor of the Corbin
fuck that.
Theater.
Fuck
I
that.
can't remember watching the other 2, but I'm sure
That
I went to the
wasn't good
movies to
enough to
watch
sit
them.
in the floor.
Yeah, I watched all 3 of the
Hey,
prequel trilogy in the
now,
theater.
The
And 2 out
lightsaber
of 3
battles
of the
in
last
the
trilogy.
prequels are better than any of the other movies.
Yeah, the
down.
lightsaber battles in the prequels are better.
Oh, absolutely.
You have to say that.
The first one you watched was not 1. Was it at least 4? Please tell me it wasn't 7.
Now do what?
What
The
she
first
put in chat.
one you've watched.
So the first one I watched was not number 1. I don't. I
I
you
said,
probably
please
watched
tell
the
me at least
original.
4.
That you
4 is
probably watched the
okay.
original Star Wars, which would
Who
be
is
episode 4.
In it was Mark
Which
Hamill
is why
in
I
it?
said. Which
Yeah,
was
well,
why I said,
that's
please tell
true.
me it wasn't 7.
Was Mark Hamill in it, or was the guy from Taken in it? I've got a particular set of skills. These skills let me go around the galaxy finding future Jedi and take
R2D2 was there. Okay, well,
that. Does
unfortunately,
surprisingly does not
he's
narrow
in
it down.
all of them.
It's true. Kids love R2D2.
Yeah, our R2 is in every Star Wars movie.
That's good. You don't know it, but actually R2D2 uses the most foul language that is known in every movie. You just can't understand it because he speaks in droid.
And 3PO won't translate it
And
because
he-
he'll
you
look
know-
at it and be like, "You can't say something."
Exactly.
Yep, that's C3PO.
A golden robot with an attitude. Yep. That's almost the tagline for Power Rangers.
And one
Okay,
red leg
so hold on.
that
Golden
nobody ever
one. So
noticed.
it was not
Apparently.
episode 1, of course, because
Yeah.
he was not plated yet. All right, so that's anything from 2 to the last one.
Listen, I know.
So we're narrowing it down.
I know which one she saw. It was 4. It was 4 because she talked about going because her boyfriend wanted to go. It was definitely 4.
Go? What do you mean go?
They had a special showing of it at the Tennessee Theater.
I was gonna say, did the first lady you saw have big buns on the side of her head? That's all that matters.
I like
Now-
big buns and I cannot lie.
We do.
Luke Skywalker can't deny.
We do have one friend that
I mean, he
might have
kissed his
saw
sister
at
because of
least
those
And-
buns.
one of the originals,
And he liked it.
in the movie. In the movies,
Really?
yeah. Josh, did he? Did
Oh, that's right. Josh did. Yeah, Josh
I think-
watched
I
it in the
think-
theater.
I think he's old enough where he got to see at least maybe the episode 3, or it would be 6, right? So
That would have been in what, 84?
and
Yeah, I
in
think it's-
84. I mean,
I was
I
3.
guess I could have saw it, but I wouldn't have remembered it.
Yeah, well, I definitely didn't see it because my family didn't believe in shit like that.
They did take me to watch E.T.
The first I had ET on VHS. The first movie that I
Apparently-
remember seeing in the theater was Crocodile Dundee 2.
Apparently, I laughed when E.T. died.
That explains so much.
So 6 was released in 83, 5 was released in 80.
Oh no! Fuck that! Put him in a box.
Damn.
The first movie I saw that I remember is Harry and the
Mhm.
Hendersons.
Dang.
And I'm gonna say the second movie is the Ninja Turtles.
I've seen other movies before between Crocodile Dundee 2 and Ninja Turtles, but not much. Because that's like 2 years. Because I think Crocodile Dundee 2 came out in 88 and Ninja Turtles came out in 90. I also remember going and see Ghostbusters 2 in the theaters. That was 88 as well.
Harry and the Hendersons was released in 1987. That means I didn't go to the movies again for 3 years, which is possible.
Could be. Could be. One of my sister-in-laws at the time was a big movie person. And so, and I liked watching movies too. So, her and I would go to the movies a lot. That's also where I went on pretty much every date was to the movies.
Just so y'all know.
In the movies,
No, I'm just saying in general.
oh goodness. Save that one for the OnlyFans.
Did it
Hey,
involve a lady
I
named
w- I
Debbie?
was- I
And was
this-
she in
I
a
was-
city in Texas?
I was this old when I seen it.
That also explains a lot.
It's what happens when you walk in on your father in the living room in the middle of the night when there's only one TV in the house.
I remember that. I remember only having one TV in the house for a while.
Sorry, The Princess Bride came out in 1987, and they took me to watch Harry and the Hendersons.
Instead of the Princess Bride.
Over that one? Dang.
Predator came out.
Yeah.
Lethal
Listen,
Weapon.
Lethal
Robo
Weapon.
Motherfucking Cop. Evil
Not in
Dead 2.
87.
It says 1987 RoboCop.
I thought RoboCop came out in 86.
What
Go
this
on.
website says. This is IMDb. So
I snuck in and watched a few minutes of another movie that was playing next to Crocodile Dundee 2 when I went to the movies. That movie was Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yep.
Spaceballs. Raising Arizona.
A lot of good movies.
Dirty Dancing.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather watch Harriet Henderson's.
Yeah. RoboCop.
The Last Emperor. Is that no? I'm thinking of The Golden Child.
I would say The Last Emperor. Is that the one with Sean Connery in it?
No, definitely not. But The Golden Child had Eddie Murphy in it.
Yeah.
I don't think he came out like Good Morning Vietnam. Lost Boys. I know we talk a lot about the 90s movies. 1987, Running Man, Hellraiser.
Yeah. Listen, from 85 to like 92, there was a lot of bangers coming out every year.
Beverly Hills Cop.
God, I love Beverly Hills Cop.
Adventures in Babysitting. Now,
I watched that movie.
I saw that movie. See it in the movies. Because now I'm wondering. It wasn't on in the movies?
No, it was on in the movies. I didn't watch it in the movies. I rented it from Video Etc.
Maybe. I can't remember.
On Glorious VHS chat.
Coming in movies.
Oh, and remember also, but not in 87, but in 88, you got Bill and Ted. Which really was supposed to have come out in 86 or 87. It sat on the shelf. They didn't release it for over a year. Movie was complete, just sitting there. And finally in 88, they released it.
So the Turtles may not have been my second movie. Because I'm pretty sure I watched Bill and Ted at the movie. No, maybe not. Maybe not. I can't remember.
See, that's me. I don't know if I watched Bill and Ted at the movies or not.
Because
there's a chance that I did.
In the 80s, we had these humongous TVs, right? But they weren't really that big. It was just the TV was that big. The actual TV was small.
It's the big cabinet TVs.
But we sat this far from the TV. Like it was like right here.
Whoa.
The TV was heavy enough to kill somebody.
Hold on. What are awful? The movie is awful or the TV was awful? I want to clarify this. Bill and Ted is awful. I was gonna say
he wants to make sure that you didn't just say Bill and Ted are awful.
You keep saying stuff like this, and David's gonna break up with you. I know I would. I hope you know these comments are going on your review. Holy crap, Bill and Ted, awful. No. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure is a wonderful piece of cinema. And I will die on that hill. You guys like Bill and Ted, right?
Y'all want to know what the first movie I saw in theater was?
I haven't watched the newest one.
I don't like the newest one, but I do like the other two.
I need to watch the newest Bill and Ted, and I need to watch the newest Clerks.
What's that book?
The first movie I ever saw in theaters was Above the Law.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a movie with the main actor is Steven Seagal, which, according to my mother, is the only man on God's green earth that could ever have a ponytail and wear it worth a shit. And the only man that my mother would have ever cheated on my father for.
Okay, there it is.
So that's her hall pass.
I was about to say, that's not where I thought that sentence was going, but then you took it there.
And so that's why I saw that one in theaters, because it came out and she said, we're going. And that's the first one. And then when Under Siege came out. I was like,
Under Siege.
That movie came out. She saw that one and she looked at my father and she said, if I ever meet that man, he goes, you've told me more times than I can count, woman. I understand. She said, do you see? Like, she was just all about the fact that he's kicking so much ass. on that vessel as a cook.
I liked Under Siege. Also liked Under Siege 2.
It was not as good as the first one though.
It was not as good as the first one, but I still enjoyed it.
But the first one is like, what's going on? Sir, we didn't round up the cook. You're telling me a cook's taking out of all of my men? They look him up. Casey fucking Ryback. Yep, you're in trouble.
Yeah. Former Navy SEAL.
Good luck.
Yep.
Now
It's a very
hold
good
on.
movie.
Now, so the Turtles definitely not the second movie I saw in the movie.
All
Because
right. What do you think is
saw-
the new second movie?
I don't know if this is the second one either, but I did see Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. 100%.
I did
There's a
see that in the movie
memory
theater.
in
Yeah.
this freaking head about that.
I also remember it being the movie that every time we had a movie in school for like years, it was always Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Also, Major League, I saw that at the movies.
I got in trouble one time for bringing a movie to school.
Was it Major League?
It was not Major League. It was Short Circuit 2.
Now, I
Los
watched Short
Locos
Circuit
kick your
2
butt.
in
Los Locos kick your face.
fourth grade. Fourth grade, we watched Short Circuit 2.
Actually, you want to know a little secret about that, Diz?
Is it the movie you brought?
It was in your 5th grade, my 4th grade. We were splitting in the same class with Linda J. Mills, and I brought that movie. And she took me and she was like, "Does your mom let you watch this movie?" And I said, "Yes, all the time. This is one of my favorite movies."
So maybe it's the 5th grade. Yep.
But
Okay.
I totally did bring that movie to school because she was like, "We're going to have a movie day." And I was like,
There
"I
you
got
go.
a movie." And I brought Short Circuit too because I love that movie.
Also, that day was the shortest relationship I ever had because I'm pretty sure Melissa Cox wanted to be my girlfriend and then broke up with me within the hour of the movie.
Yeah, I also Melissa Cox at one time was also my elementary school girlfriend, and it didn't
There you
last very
go.
long either. Also,
There you
but she
go.
was an older woman, so I pat myself on the back for that one. You know who else in your class I had a crush on? It never went anywhere, but you know who else I had a crush on?
Who's that?
I bet you can guess. I'll give you one guess. Think of the people in your class at elementary school.
Okay.
See if you can guess who it is.
And you're asking him to think back a long way.
I know, but he
No.
remembers. He remembers
I do
her.
remember.
I know.
I do remember. It's was it Rachel?
Yes. Yeah, I knew he'd get it. I knew he'd get it. Yep. R.I.P.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I had a crush on her. I always thought she was cute.
Don't worry, chat. I was in a whole nother state. I wasn't going after their scraps.
That's true. Also, you would have been in like 2nd grade.
Doesn't matter. I said scraps.
But yeah, I had a short relationship like that. It lasted all of about the length of a MC Hammer song.
Yep. That's how it went.
Yep, sure did. And it's all because I had cash and she wanted money for the jukebox in a Pizza Hut on our 3rd grade field trip to Knoxville Zoo.
Hold on.
These things I can remember.
You were at
Yeah.
Knoxville Zoo also, I think.
Yeah, that was the 3rd grade trip at our school. So every 3rd grader there for a while, that was the field trip. You went to the Knoxville Zoo and then you ate at the Pizza Hut near the zoo.
So what you're saying is the song "Can't Touch This" played.
I don't remember if it was that one or what, but
well, no, you said it lasted as long as the MC Hammer song.
yeah,
"Can't Touch This," and she walked away from you.
Could have been too legit. Yeah. Jamie Ray. That's how long it lasted. Good times.
Kindness has a better memory than me. 100%.
I can remember things when I was a kid and growing up and stuff better than I can remember things now, which is sad because I really need to remember some stuff now.
So you're saying your long term memory is intact, but your short term memory is hitting a little bit of a snag.
Yeah, I've got like yuppie Alzheimer's,
At least you ain't
What
got
a-
alls.
as one of my teachers called it back in the day.
Okay. I think we're running out of stuff because we're talking about elementary
I
school
mean,
crushes.
we
So,
ain't running out of stuff because our go to has always been we talk about whatever the fuck we want. So we ain't running out
Yeah.
of shit. We can talk about whatever it is.
That's true.
You're just getting tired because you're old.
I'm tired. You talking about the old days.
He
And,
don't want to go down memory lane, chat. He might get lost.
I haven't been drinking, and you're gonna make me start drinking.
That's true. Yep.
All right, so I guess we got some D&D this weekend. If you guys want to watch some D&D, we'll be playing Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on Nerdicopia. And we skipped retro this week, but we should have retro on Monday at 10:30.
Yep.
As we continue through Zelda Oracle of Ages. So on our way to finish that one and start Wind Waker. And still waiting on those Final Fantasy VII remake streams. So maybe this coming week. So who knows? Probably
Maybe.
if anything, it'll be a Helldiver stream. So
I was thinking about that today. I should just stream Helldivers because I'm going to be playing it anyway.
I mean, just having me on there squalling the entire time,
And
would
it's
be
good
somewhat
content.
entertaining.
Yes. Watch this lead us to our death. Because he's like, no, just make it the hardest mode and let's go.
I'm like, come on, I ain't scared. I ain't scared.
Then 5 minutes into it, oh my God! Who picked this? You did. I am so sorry.
You died. I'm gonna take your stuff.
Yeah, then he loots your corpse. You got a rover? Yeah, it's laying there next to my body. All right, cool, thanks.
No, you don't.
Now I got a rover.
Fun times.
Yep, fun times. Definitely. Go buy Helldivers 2, chat.
Yep.
On PC or PS5.
Also, we got a Discord you can join, and you can hear about all this crazy shenanigans that we do.
That's true. We post a lot about Helldivers.
All kinds of posts, all kinds of memes. And we got all of our old content out there on the NerdTube, on the YouTubes. Hours and hours and hours of craziness.
That's true. The fun does not end.
Yep. And of course, we have the socials because that is required by law.
That's true. It's federal law.
Federal law.
Swear to God, it is.
You have to have an X account.
That's true.
Get your X. And of course, we got merch because if you're a streamer, you gotta have merch. You gotta have stuff with your names on and stuff. Actually,
that's
our names
true.
aren't even on it. It's just Super Retro Game Show. So
yep, Super Retro Game Show.
It looks really cool. You should go check.
I did, but to be fair, I did find the transparent Nerdicopia logo, so I can add it to shirts now. Although I'm hoping I can add it to the sleeve somewhere or something. Yeah.
All right. So I think that's all for us. And then Double Up Buck, he does some streaming as well.
Apparently I don't. You said that I gotta have socials and I gotta have merch, and I don't have those things. So I'm breaking all sorts of laws.
You have socials. You have a Twitter account, sir.
I don't have links like y'all do, so I don't have that kind of stuff.
Well, get good.
And I sure should don't have merch.
Get good, sir.
I mean, I never claimed to be good.
I mean, you could sell a lot of merch because you can totally crack that furry market.
What are you talking about?
Speaking of furry markets, tell us about Eat Our Realm of Dragons next Saturday at
You're the one
8
wanting to see
o'clock.
Leah Thompson and a duck going at it. I don't know what you're talking about me.
I
having
just want to
furry.
see Leah Thompson, the duck,
Is that
optional.
is that furries though?
He said that started furries.
Because
It came out of his own mouth.
there's no fur there.
There's no fur. Yeah, there's no fur on.
Or is there?
I mean, he's got a corkscrew penis, though.
That's why we need a sequel. I don't know. Is he anatomically correct, Howard the Duck?
I mean, it's a duck.
But it's a duck with hands.
But he's an evolved duck. Remember, they explained that he evolved.
Mhm.
So could he? You know what? We're not going to talk about this. Join us on Patreon, where we talk about the anatomy of Howard the Duck.
But yeah. Anyways, so tomorrow at 11 a.m., I will be playing some 7 Days to Die Darkness Falls.
Talking about the duck of Howard the Duck.
I knew he was going there. Knew he turned that into something.
Come watch us on Patreon. It's only $5 a month.
And then on Mondays and Tuesday, I do some Ark Survival Ascended at 11. And then Wednesdays, we shifted to do some Nightingale at 11.
Mm-hmm.
Just to give her, a fair shake at that game.
That's true.
And then
100% less poop in Nightingale so far.
So far. And then on every first and third Saturdays at 7 p.m. Central Time, I have Eat Our Realm of Dragons, which is a homebrew D&D campaign that I DM, that they're a part of, along with 4 other individuals.
Mm-hmm.
And it got rough last session. They all got bloody.
Just for a second.
But they managed to make it through.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a new, I guess, entity/player on the field that they aren't even sure what the fuck that was that showed up.
New player on the field. Bring a sword.
And so they're going to have to
a new player,
I guess, try to figure out what the fuck that was.
And I got this coupon for Little Caesars Pizza.
If it's going to be a threat, it's definitely going to be a threat to Cortland and Rolly.
Little Caesars, make it with no anchovies.
But yeah, so y'all swing by and check that out every first and third Saturday, because they do some wild shit there. That
That's
may or
true.
may not get them killed because they like to split the party a lot.
Show up next time when we roll new characters after dying.
But that'll end all the stuff I got going on.
All right. Well, if nothing else, come join us back here on Thursday of next week. We'll do this all again. And guess there's only one thing left to do.
Where are we telling you to get off?
Yeah.